Greetings and salutations, and yes, the class sets are out, and I made a Leyline Mage, I made the Hero Power based Paladin, and I made a Hunter. And what you'll notice is there's not a single Druid deck here, aside from this Druid, which doesn't have any of the new cards in it, because the new cards all are awful for Druid. Kind of like I assumed they would be. I think the only one that's even remotely serviceable is that one. That's it. Because everything else you're not really going to want to play. Like the 5 mana, you have to skip turn 4, effectively. Just skip turn 4 and get 3 mana crystals. Nobody's going to do that, right? There's a 3 mana card that is okay, because if you're not playing something on 2, this is 6 armor, draw 2 for 3. It's not bad. This one could be good, but for the most part, the entire Druid class set was just awful. Now, the one I was most excited about was Mage, and here's the problem. This is going to be a bit of a rant before I go into the games. Here's a bit of a problem. Surge Needle is too expensive. Surge Needle needs to be a 2 mana 2/2. Mystic Runesaber can be a 2 mana 2/3, that's fine, but this needs to be a 2 mana 2/2, and then because everything else is just fine, like Leyline Nexus is fine, your 2 mana draw card. People were playing, what is it, Gnomish Engineer, or Gnomish Inventor, or whatever. She was a 2 mana card in Wild. Hold on. I'll get there. 2 mana neutral minion in Wild. I think it was Gnomish Engineer. I think I'll have to go to Craft because I don't have it anymore. Forest Friendly Galvanizer, Crawler. Gold Panner. Like, people were playing Gold Panner, which is 2 mana draw card, effectively. People were playing that. She's not even here. Maybe they nerfed her to a 1, or buffed her to a 1 mana. No, they didn't buff her to a 1 mana. What'd she do? Get, well, anyway, she must have gotten Hall of Famed. But people were, you see what I'm getting at. People were playing Gold Panner, right? 2 mana draw card. So, playing the Leyline is 2 mana draw card, it costs 1 less. People are going to play Leyline Nexus. Mystic Runesaber's fine, it's a 2/3 elusive, it's just like the Hunter, that got a 1 mana 2/2 elusives, except this one has a battle cry, increases the effects of your Leyline. Now, that one says your Leylines cost 1 less, and then the Surge Needle says it procs an additional turn, an additional time. When it says procs an additional time, that would be draw 2 cards, and then the Mystic Runesaber makes them cost less. Just for clarification. But the big problem with this entire Leyline package is it's too slow. It's just too slow. I lost to an Imbue Paladin, and I lost to a Herald DK. That's how slow the Leylines are. There's nothing that fetches you Leylines. Like this, like the Leywalker allows you to generate one on the death rattle. Perfectly fine, you can generate a Leyline, but it's at random. It's okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst. But if you get the Leyline Nexus when it dies, you're kind of bummed. Because then you have to play a 1 mana, potentially 0 mana, depending on how many of the Leywalkers you've played. A 0 or 1 mana Leyline Nexus to potentially draw another card. Maybe I'm not putting enough card draw in here. I'm just putting Creature of Madness just to potentially get another Leywalker to kind of hasten it a little bit. Only once did I get the chance to play Arcanomicon, and I went with Leylines cost 2 less this game. I still ended up losing that game. It was against the Imbue Paladin. My Leylines this was worth, like, that was costing -1. Bursting Leyline cost 0 at that point, and Crystallized Leyline was pay 2, summon 2 random 8-cost minions. So they do improve. Because when you play Mystic Runesaber, it increases this to a 7-cost minion, and then when you play it again, it increases it to an 8. And of course, I was going to play it with Khadgar, so you would get 4 8-cost minions. But it's still just too dreadfully slow. And I can't seem to wrap my head around how slow it really is. Like 6 mana for a summon random 6-cost minion, that's fine. There's no problem playing that. But it's just, I want this to be good. And I honestly think Blizzard really needs to take a look at it and start buffing these cards already. Some of these mage cards. Because right now, all you have is Quest Mage and Burn Mage. And unless somebody comes out with a really cracker, a really cracking Leyline Mage, bleh, it's just dead. It's the Companion Hunter, but I call it Casino Hunter. This one actually feels good to play. This was one that I thought was going to be absolutely terrible. I thought it was just going to be awful, awful, awful. But Tame Pet is actually really good. I'm going to play this one first to show you exactly how the replace feature works, because it shows you what your beasts will turn into. It doesn't just pick one random from the pool. It picks beasts random from the pool of that mana cost, but it shows you what those beasts will be. They don't leave you high and dry. So you do get to see what you're going to get, and Tame Pet, when you do that twice and then you play Confront the Tol'vir into another Confront the Tol'vir, you're getting 8-cost minions that you can just Animal Companion out an 8-cost minion in no time. It gets kind of sick. On turn 4, turn 5, it's kind of busted. Migrating Elec helps out. If you do get down later, Wasteland Vanguard's a really good card. This card's going to see play in almost every single hunter. Deal 3 damage split amongst all enemies. If any die, deal 3 more. If they've got a 1-1 on board and you drop this, that's 5 damage to face for 4 mana. That's just absolutely absurd. Really good card. Roam Free's good card too, and then it allows you to do Call of the Wild. So if you manage to do Talia Earthstrider and into Roam Free into Call of the Wild, that is just literally game over. And I mean that. Because more often than not, I've gotten where is it? I got one of those. One of my beasts were random 9 costs. I got Onara. And it hits the board with the 8-cost, summon all 3 of them, and there they are. And then if you played Talia, it summons a 4th. And then, when you end turn, this activates, and it goes and it starts playing all of these cards in here. And when it plays these cards, mind you, you do realize the wording on that. Play the cards, which means it does proc Battle Cries. It does allow the spells to cast. It goes completely bananas. Absolutely over the edge bananas. It's a really cool hunter. Yes, it's got that high rolly RNG that a lot of people complain about. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, the game's too casino, there's too much random RNG. This gives you random RNG, but it gives you player agency with Spirit Speaker. It gives you player agency with Talia. It allows you to kind of gimmick it with Brawl. And of course, Neri the Crater, if you can get Neri out with Tame Pet, you get twice the proc and so on and so forth. That's the only reason she's in here. Is if you get her out in time to get Tame Pet, cool. It's the only other reason I'm running Arcane Shot and Rock Skippers to get max Tol'vir value. And then, of course, the Ranger Generals are just to discover spells. Just because you can get more Tame Pet, you can get more Roam Free, so on and so forth. And you could just, it's just an all-around good deck. It's fun to play. It feels really rewarding to play. I have no problem with the Hunter set. I wasn't as excited for the Hunter as I was for the Mage, and the Hunter has actually been more fun than the Mage. The Mage is just, like I said, it's just too slow. And then Degenerate, for Degenerate, because I'm running Gen. Of course, it's got your typical Acceleration Aura, Argent Protector, Brash Battlemaster, Convalescence. Now you're wondering, why am I running Convalescence with Violet Treasuregill as well as Acceleration Aura? Because you don't feel bad with your Violet Treasuregill summoning 2 1/1 recruits with Divine Shield on 2. You don't care, because if it happens, it happens, and then you're like, alright, whatever. The Resilient Savior, That's the only reason why I have Argent Protector, is because you can reapply your Divine Shield on Resilient Savior, and it gives you another health, and then another health. Same way with Flight Maneuvers, because then it gives you another health. Same way with Idol of the Thresh Fleet, so that it gives you another health. So there's a whole reason behind it. Not once have I played Erator the Redeemer or the Emboldening Blade. Either they're dead beforehand, or I just put so much pressure on board that these become completely irrelevant. But it gives Paladin another way to play. But I am going to play all three of the decks. Oh, one other thing. Before I get into the decks, I wanted to point something out. A couple things. First, there is a new Darkmoon Faire treasure. I've already spun it, and I got myself Gazlowe and the back of the card, which is cool. I don't really care about Alexstrasza. And it's just signatures or a portrait. So, if you want a signature card, you can get it. Cool. If not, cool. I mean, you could get signature Arcanomicon, which would also give you the signatures of the ley lines when you get them from the Arcanomicon. Not that it matters. No big deal there. I did not want to go to the shop. Go away. During this event of Forging of the Dragon Soul, you can get Mage packs, Hunter, Druid packs, so on and so forth. It's more packs. There's a card back, which is really cool looking. And eventually you get a coin and you get Dragon Soul Shattered and another Golden Cataclysm pack. But I want to talk to you about that Dragon Soul Shattered card. It is a neutral 6-mana spell. Now, before I even get into this, when I saw this card there in the reward track, I thought to myself, this is it. This is the neutral card that people are going to play that's going to give an alternative win condition to other classes. Potentially even Warlock can play this. It's going to be like Captain Planet. You put all the pieces together and some big miraculous thing happens. Some big goofy interaction. Fair assumption. They've done this before in Hearthstone. Except they didn't do it. What did Blizzard do? They just basically made a worse Symphony of Sins. If you remember Symphony of Sins, it's an old wild card. And it was exactly 6 mana. There we go. Oh, they buffed it to 5 mana. I forgot. They buffed Symphony of Sins to 5 mana because it was unplayable at 6. That's right. They buffed it to 5 mana because it was unplayable at 6. Used to be 6 mana, discover and play a movement, shuffle the other 6 into your deck, and you had all the movements, right? Which really helped you because you could get Taunt Reborn Demon, draw 6 cards, damage with lifesteal, random bonuses, so on and so forth. Great card. Loved it. It was almost an auto-include into every Warlock deck. But they've literally made this thing a worse Symphony of Sins. Deal 8 damage to an enemy. It casts every adjoining Aspect Essence. So if you have all of them in your hand all together, you play one and it plays them all. Cool, kinda. Except that never really worked for crewmates during the Great Dark Beyond for Demon Hunter. Nobody really played crewmate Demon Hunter. Ever notice that? Draw 3 spells. Refresh 7 mana crystals. Nobody's going to play that for 6. I'm going to pay 6 to refresh 7. Why? It's not like this is going to add toward a Yogg-Saron, right? If this could add toward a spell counter for like a Yogg-Saron type of finish, cool, awesome, wonderful. Doesn't. So what's the point? Why make it refresh 7 mana crystals? Why not just have it burn 7 damage worth of, like, instead of refresh 7 mana crystals, here's a better idea. Overload your opponent 4. Might actually work well. People might actually play that. Nobody's going to play this card. Gain 12 armor. Not bad. Not bad for 6. You get good value for it. Summon an 8/8 dragon. That's it. No taunt, no reborn, no nothing. It's just trash. Deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. For 6. I mean, for 6 mana, you can do 6 with Warlock. For 5 mana, you can destroy all minions with power 5 or greater for Priest. Isn't Moonwell 6 mana too? Ah, yeah, Moonwell, 6 mana. Deal 4 damage. So explain to me again who's going to play this for 3 damage to all minions? The Shatter Mage spell's 4 mana for 2 damage. Hellfire is 3 mana for 3 damage. And that's to all minions. Who's going to play this? Shaman? They have a 3 mana spell that does it already. Who is this designed for? And there's your 8/8 Trash Dragon. Well played, Blizzard. You made quite possibly the most awe-inspiring idea of a legendary, because you could go, I mean, I figured it would be all like Captain Planet. You play all the pieces, you play all 6 essences, like with like Cthulhu. There was an old Cthulhu card. I'm going to go back in a while again. Sorry about this rant, but there was an old Cthulhu that said if you it's split into pieces. Where are you? Right there. Once it's shattered into pieces, you put it back together, it goes all Captain Planet, Battlecry, deal 30. Yeah, it's kind of an OTK. Yeah, it's kind of cheesy. But I hate to be that guy, but it was you collect the pieces, it does something cool. This is you collect the pieces, it does literally nothing at all. Nothing. I mean, could it have at least been when you've played all the essences, you get a 0 mana card that says take an additional turn once per game? Or, just anything. Any sort of, like, bonus for completing all 6, for all the pieces. But no. They're assuming that you're going to somehow get all 6 of the pieces in your hand at one point, and they're all going to be adjoining in your hand at one point, and you're going to pay 6 mana and have a turn just go completely bananas. In what world? That could have been a card that would have been a playable archetype for Warlock, had it had some sort of Captain Planet-esque sort of deal. But no. They made a card that was absolutely awful. We're going to start with the worst, and we're going to go to the best. I can't say start with the worst. I didn't even bring in the Druid deck, because that thing is just abysmal. Because I want to skip turn 2 and turn 4. Right. I don't. Nobody does. Nobody wants to skip turns. I mean, you might as well just, you know, oh, turn 2 popped up. Hit end turn. Wait till turn 3. Get 6 armor and draw 2 cards. Nobody's going to play that. Nobody. They fixed the naming thing, too, as you can see.
The hour is at hand. Fear his power.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep it. I mean, the Xavius on 4 will be nice, because then I could go fetch a Leyline. But there's just no way to make things cheaper. There's no way to really function this deck and make it run smoother that I have found yet.
My acts of heroism cannot be contained.
I really don't want to do that, so I'll do this. And yes, I did put in the 10 mana spell. Because I figure if you get the one Leyline and you play that for 4, that 10 mana spell, even if you increase the Leyline just one time, costs nothing. So that 10 mana spell is now 0, and if you have Khadgar and it costs 0, you can get 2 6/6 dragons. There's kind of an idea premise here is where you just conjure stuff out of nowhere. Does it work as good as No Minion Mage a year ago? No. And yes, you're not mistaken. That is me being Silver 4. I was Silver 2 earlier today. Then I started playing Mage to try to get it to work. And you can see where it went. Isn't it lovely? I'll just point that face. Yeah, I'll take Leyline Nexus again. It's card draw. Play Calic on 4. Xavius on 5.
Arcane might defense Azeroth.
3 and 5. And another 4. Which, by the way, I hate when Eternal Firebolt comes back into your hand after you've cast it. It does not get the extra spell damage. It should. This should give it permanently +1 spell damage. No. They don't. It only gives you 4 for the first one, and then it gives you 3 for everyone after that.
Find me in the dream.
No biggie.
For Taragosa.
Had he not played that dragon, I'd have just domed it. I'd have just kept going. Oh yeah, that's because he gave the blood. He did blood tap. That's right. Charge? Nope. Here's one of the ley lines.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Extra battle cries? Battle cries trigger twice. Sounds good. I can play that, and now it's like they trigger an additional time this game, which means this will be draw 2, 3 cards, they cost 1 less. 2 mana, draw 3. And it saves mana. This would summon 3 random minions. He doesn't even know I'm playing the ley lines yet. He doesn't know what I'm playing. And that's the fun part about this deck, is they don't know, well, yeah, they don't know the ley lines. Most people just assume it's Burn Mage.
You look tasty.
Right. Why would they... Why? Why? Like, I'm really curious why people do that. None of it seems to ever make any sense to me. Well, anyway.
Job done.
So I play that and that next turn, if I survive. This is what I mean by it's too slow.
One more death can't hurt.
Reach for the skies.
I'm losing to just bog standard Death Knight. And it's like none of this is helping. It's like... It's almost like none of it helped. Because you have 3, 7, 10, 11, and he's got 6 damage in hand. That's 11, and he's gonna blood tap and probably play a Gnome Muncher, and I'm dead. If I can somehow manage to hold it together, I can get 3 7-cost minions. Nope. I'm just dead. 5, 9, 13, 15. Look what I just lost to. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's just not good enough. And that was awful.
It's not
See what I mean?
Not yet.
It's an absolutely terrible deck. It's a great idea. It's got a great design concept behind it. It's just absolutely abysmally awful execution. Like, when most games last until turn 7, why on earth would you make your payoff card cost 7? don't even think about playing the Arcanomicon. Just quash that from your mind. Blizzard,
versus Jaina.
why?
You asked for
Why on earth is half of this even remotely allowed? It's a terrible idea. Oh, this is not going to go well. Quest. Oh. Nope, he's probably just Burn Mage. He's gonna think I'm, Hand Hunter or whatever. No Hand Hunter. Imbue? Why have been people been playing Imbue? Are they drunk? I mean that. I really want to know. Are they drunk?
My will shall lead us to victory.
I've seen a lot of Imbue mages lately, and I cannot wrap my head around it.
By petal and sword.
Imbue is a horrible mage. Like, it is one of the worst mage mechanics ever since they lost Sleet Skater. You used to be able to just imbue and then just jam out the old Sleet Skater and not worry about it.
sisters. My instinct shall hunt down our enemies.
And now it's just awful. I'll take that. Okay. Sure.
Let none falter.
Then next turn I'm gonna hopefully get Mend Pet or whatever it is. And then I'm gonna play Neri and do both. If I don't get it, I'm just gonna play Bursting Shot. Yeah, I'm just Bursting Shotting this. Works for me. I need Men Pet, please. Why is it every time I go to record, my decks don't work? Alright, look, there's a trash card. Nobody ever plays it. Screw it. That, I'm gonna have to play the Migrating Elec. Start the old train going. Now, because I played Rock after playing Neri, and it says it casts twice, does that mean Confront the Tol'vir casts twice?
Lend me your power.
Hey, look, Dumpster. Wow. I need Men Pet. I have not gotten any of the new cards. I mean, I've gotten Spirit Speaker, which I guess is good. It's still such a trash card. Of course it went one there. So now he can go face. Wow, can I get something different?
To the fang, right roar.
I'm not getting any of the cards I need. If I got Men Pet next, that would be great, because I get Men Pet into Confront, and I don't think I'd have an issue. I'm gonna have to play it. I didn't want to play it. I didn't want to play that, but I had to. I was running out of options. I'll take the other one too, the one that increases it by 2. And, is 7 cost, and then it says play 1. So then I'll have 6 cost beasts.
Follow the Flutterwings.
Hate that card, dude. Something, anything. There's 1. That helps. That does not help me right now. I've just straight up lost.
Wild kid.
Retake the land!
I've just lost because that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm down to 5. If he has Fireball in hand, he has Lethal on board. But he's going to trade because he wants to play Asina. That's why he's doing these trades. And he's going to play Arcane Missiles. And then he's going to flip that. Slow, slow, slow. This should not have gone that slow. Like, I didn't get any of the cards I needed at the beginning. I tried to ditch the one card I did have. This didn't work. You can't target Stealth, genius.
Time runs out on me.
By petal and sword.
Like, I don't understand how people are like, ah, yes, I'm gonna target the Stealth minion. Yeah, like I said, I'm already dead because I got all my high costs. Yeah, I'm just dead.
It has been an honor.
Shouldn't have lost that game, but whatever. I'll probably play another of it. But as you can see here, I'm not playing very well. Not drawing very well. That's what it is. I'm not drawing well. The Leyline Mage is, well, that's just abysmal. That Hunter, that's the first time I've lost with that Hunter. I even beat a Sinestro Rogue. It's the first time that Hunter's lost. So,
Arthas.
it is what it is, I guess.
Jaina.
There's nothing I should worry about, right, Arthas?
I'm sorry, Jaina.
I really don't want the Resilient Savior right now, because I want Gen to change. Well, okay, don't listen to me then, game. Let me guess. Another Imbue Mage. Next turn I'm going to point out the Resilient Savior. Then get Gen to transform.
Pleasure of fool.
Assuming I don't draw another 3 cost. Because this is all about, you don't really have to get this to 1 mana get summon 2. Of course I drew another 3 cost, why wouldn't I?
Think with me.
He's just gonna ping it and kill it? If he doesn't... Alright, cool. Oh, it had charge. Okay. Sure. Now, it doesn't reflect it here, but it does summon a 2/2 recruit. Just so you know. Now I have a 5 mana that I have to play. Great. It's almost easier to play this in this next turn. And get Gen online. Is this Arcane Dragon Mage? Of course. Ooh. Like this. If he's playing Counterspell, I'm gonna be rather upset. Of course I drew that one. Why wouldn't I?
Evil will be purged.
Oh, it's just armor. Okay. Now they're going to come out as 2/3/3 recruits. This will be 4/3/3 recruits. I wish we waited 4 cost spells. Great. Great. Worked out well for him. Womp womp. I need to play one of the stupid things so I can transform again. I should probably just jam out the old teamwork. Wow. Of course. You know what? Sure, let's do that.
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty.
Evil will be purged.
Oops, order lulled. No worries. I could just drop this and do 4 times 27 next turn. He kind of has to clear the board. Okay. Or not.
To battle! To battle! To battle!
To battle!
I mean, he's gonna have to come up with a board clear. Which, if he does, it allows me to play Charity.
My calculations are flawless.
I am at Nightmare's gaze.
Ooh. Beautiful. Well, let's see. How do I want to play this? Let's do this one. And then go
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
To battle!
swing the 4/3 there.
To battle!
To battle!
That's it. Yeah. Like I said, it just, and I didn't even get to use Gen because I kept drawing the wrong cost cards. But even then, it's like you get out the early stuff, like getting their attack and defense up, and you're just ahead. Because then it's 2 mana, summon a 3/3. Awesome. You're better off hitting that 6/4, but nope. Do you, I guess. Beautiful.
You win this
Yep. Just puts a lot of pressure on board. I mean, it's a solid deck. I'm gonna go back to the Casino Hunter because I really want to show you how good that hunter can be. I just need Men Pet and other cards. Because the lower beasts like 4, 5, and 6 are kind of meh. They're not the best. Once you break that threshold of like 7, you start really getting into the good ones. And then if you hit 10, there's like only 3 beasts you can get at 10. And it's kind of disgusting.
Men tell no tales.
There's Tame Pet. And Neri. Give me the other Tame Pet. Confront the Tol'vir, even better. Play this, get 2 of them. Play that, get another one. Sets me to, that's 7. That's the threshold. Oh, really? This Demon Hunter? It should just be easy right now. I should probably wait till turn 5. Maybe not. I probably won't get the chance to wait till turn 5. Holy crap. Alright, I'll play tracking. Gives me something to do. Sure. Now I can play Neri into Tame Pet, and then into Tame Pet. with Tolvir. So that if Neri survives next turn, the game should just be over, because that'll give me 8 cost, 9, 10 cost right there, and then I just summon a 10 cost beast on 5. Hopefully he doesn't have too many answers for Neri. Hopefully. But I know he's got the one that's like do 2 damage, summon a grub. Even if I don't get the extra bonus for this one, which would be, yeah, right there. And now they're gonna have immune. Yep. I could just play this, into Tolvir. Then I could just, I hit Tolvir into Animal Companion. Because right now I've got 7 costs. Tolvir's going to put it to 9. Animal Companion's just going to summon an absolute behemoth. Yep. And of course he's going to go face with it and summon a grub. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Not yet. Okay, not exactly where I wanted that to go, but okay. Yeah, just a casual 9/9 rush, double beast damage for 3. It's just a casual turn 6, no worries. If this survives, he's dead next turn. He's obviously not going to allow that, because he's going to finish his quest. 11... 12. I'm playing this next turn. I'm gonna be dead. He's just gonna run me over. Yeah, he's just gonna run me. Ooh.
Just us out here, bud.
I'm just dead in hand anyway. He plays a 5 mana, he hits me into the face with a 1, that goes for 4. I'm just dead. I had the perfect setup too, until it was that type of Demon Hunter. Second time I've lost in the Hunter. Again, only when I'm recording. I went on a complete win streak with the Hunter. This is what I hate about it. It's like, I go to record and all the failures just happen. I guess.
King Crush versus the Lich King.
Can't have fun anymore. Dear God, if you try to have fun and build a fun deck, it's not allowed. Fun detected, fun removed. Well, Neria the Crater doesn't help. That doesn't help right now. Yeah, I've lost. Getting Call of the Wild in the opening hand is just pretty much an auto loss. Oh, a relatively slow Hunter deck, or Death Knight deck? Oh, we'll see. Wow. This game just does not want me to win tonight. This will be my last game, by the way. Yep. Do I need to emphasize how much it does not want me to win? Like, just right there?
The citadel stands strong.
Let me just point at the cards right there. Yeah. Isn't it great? You know what? We're just going to coin that out. Not that. We're going to coin that out. I just want the coin out of my hand. This is getting ridiculous. Now, I'm drawing Brawl Bear Mantle next turn.
Me have that for you.
You'll see. Brawl Bear Mantle. Oh, I stand corrected. I didn't draw him.
Just us out here, bud.
Okay, you'd send all the damage face, but not hit anything. It would have been great if it was a board clear, but okay, sure, whatever. Yeah. Pretty much over. It's unfortunate that he's just going to win on the technicality that he's going to get to Anexia on turn 9, and I'm not going to get any of the cards I need.
They don't bite.
I have nothing that I can actually play to impact the board. I mean, Call of the Wild's not going to help me. I need all the other cards that have not shown up yet.
Let the heavens ignite.
Huh? Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure that was absolutely dead. Not that it's gonna matter, he's just gonna kill me. Oh, now he's gonna swing into that, yep. Plus I'm guessing he's got a spell that he wants. That's a 1-mana spell. Can I please get a card that's worth something? Yep, sure, that's where I wanted it. Yep. There it is.
Job done.
Jeez, Matt. There's the other one. Like pulling teeth. Ridiculous. This deck just does not want to win. Wow. Well, that kind of helps.
Job done.
I can technically Call the Wild and maybe potentially pull it back. Nope. Because he's got Memoriam Manifest in his hand, he's going to play two 2-mana minions. And one's a taunt. I mean, if he was smart, he would trade in and then play the other one. And he gained health from that. Gorgeous. The Mythical Terror was what saved me. That 7-mana spell just saved my life.
Take heart. The Earth Mother is near.
Visible confusion ensues. He'd be smart to swing in with his weapon. Nope, never mind. Never mind. Just gonna... Because he had swung in with his weapon, not only would he have gotten life from his Anexia, because it's still on the board, but he would have gotten his minions, and he would have had a board full again. But sure. Do you, I guess, buddy. Okay. Perfect.
All upon us. Rise and serve your king.
You just played the ghoul. Okay. Cool, I guess. I'm not following. That's got rush, not charge. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Let's run it back.
Armies of bone.
Did you read the dragon? Did you read the dragon? Probably should have read the dragon. You read the dragon. Because I could just go like this.
All life must end.
You see what I mean, though? It has the ability to ramp up if you don't draw like a complete ape. Outside of that, it's a solid deck. But it's a solid deck if you don't draw like a complete ape. It's a great deck. Like, if you get the class sets, definitely make yourself the Paladin deck. I mean, it only needs to curve out on 5. Because now you're going to be summoning 5/5s, and you're going to be summoning 2 of them for 1 mana if Gen's active. And then you play Erator the Redeemer, which if you can Xavius the Redeemer out with double Battlecry, you're talking 20/20s. Yeah. Kind of nuts. Good deck, though. And this is Land Cable. That's why I named it that. I have to come up with something that's actually good. There's something about it. I don't know what's up with it. I wish there was a way I could discount cards that's not the ley line, the 2-mana ley line. If there was another way to discount cards, it'd be great. But there isn't. And Mage suffers for it because it's just too slow. I even made a post on the forums about it. And I really, really wish that this video could gain traction, and that way Blizzard could hear about, Blizzard could hear what were you thinking? Like, what were you thinking, Blizzard? And then everybody said, well, not every card's going to be a winner. Okay, not every card's going to be a winner, but you'd figure with a set like this that this would be good, and you'd think that it would this would be good. Like, why is this a 3/3? Why is it 4 mana for a 3/3? This battle, it's too slow. It's too slow. Yeah, your ley lines trigger an additional game. So on turn 4, you drop that ley line, and then you wait around to play Bursting Leyline to do potentially 8 damage to something on 5? But why? You're already behind. And the reason you're behind is because you had to play this on 4. Like, make this 2 mana 2/2. Make it a 2 mana 1/1. Give it the same treatment as the Creature of Madness for all I care. Just something. It needs to be quicker. Otherwise, this deck, like, the whole reason they made these ley lines and did this thing was to try to give Mage another form of archetype. Which, you know, hey, more power to them that they try to give him more archetype support. I love it. But you've chalked it. You literally chalked it. You had the chance, and you looked at it, and you were like, boy, that's interesting. Why? Mage is in a spot right now where if you're not playing Quest Mage, you're not playing Mage. Because it's either Burn or Quest. And they're basically interchangeable at this point. Because half of Quest Mage is just Burn Mage. Like, what are you even doing, Blizzard? The Crystallized Leyline's fine. That's perfect, you know, perfect value for the spell. Surge Needle's too expensive. Leywalker's perfectly fine at 3. And these 2 are perfectly fine at 2. It's this thing that's too expensive because it's just not worth it. You almost don't want to play Surge Needle. You almost want to play Leywalker and the Runesaber and then just say, you know what, screw the Surge Needle, we don't need it. And it almost makes it sound like it's better. Like, replace this with Fireball. Same cost. 6 damage to face. Potentially 8 damage to face. If you can get it out there. I just don't understand what they were thinking. I really don't. At any rate, that's my rant. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I know I did. I'm going to start saving up for the next expansion. I know that that's quite a ways away. That's probably 2+ months away, give or take. I'm going to start saving up for it now, and I'm going to be buying a whole heap of cards when I get there, or as many as I can possibly afford, and I'm going to save up for every single thing I can, and I'm going to potentially get maybe 50 packs when they come out for all gold. I'm just hoping Blizzard does something about this, and I'm hoping that the next class sets are gonna not be like Death Knight, Demon Hunter, and Priest. Or Death Knight, Demon Hunter, and Warrior. As if they do that, they might as well just tell Priest and Warlock, well, take a hike, buddy. You guys own Wild. You guys get nothing, because you guys own Wild. And that's exactly what it is right now. There's 3 classes that own Wild. Mage, Priest, and Warlock, so... But, is what it is. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.